Today we start the video looking at Cecilia Ig, and she is going to be leaving us at the end of the season, having agreed a contract with a new team. She's going to be signing for Norpoking in the top flight on the 28th of January, so she will have left us for almost a month before she joins her new club, which is not ideal, but at the end of the day, it's also not a massive surprise. She announced that she was exploring the options, and they approached her, and then they convinced her to sign, so maybe I shouldn't be too shocked. Honestly, I've been mostly using her as a deep line playmaker anyway, so it's not like it's a massive shock. And also, if we're promoted, we could probably get a better player than her anyway, so I don't think it's the end of the world at this point in time. We're now in August 11th. We're actually about to play a big game. However, we've had only 3 games since we last met because of the month gap we had. So what's happened in that month? The first game we had was a 1-0 victory against Estona United DFF, and it was a good victory in the league. It took us until the 82nd minute to get there. It was actually a substitute coming on from the bench that got the goal, so a very good day, and we looked good for the victory as far as I was concerned, and I'm happy we can say we've done more. The next game we had was a 3-1 victory away from home in the Swedish Cup against Gelfie IF. And we took the lead. They equalised within 2 minutes, but then we got the lead back again, and then we got a 90-minute goal to ensure that we consolidated our victory. Nicole Robertson actually got injured in this game, which is a bit annoying, and I'll actually show you the injury now. And I'll actually show you the injury now. She's been out for a groin strain for the last couple of weeks. She's almost back from it, to be fair, so it's not like it's the end of the world. But the 29-year-old, who hasn't signed a new contract yet because she wants more money than I can give her, and she's my top goal scorer. So 7 goals, 3 assists in 12 matches. She's been outstanding as far as I'm concerned. She scored the only goal that she has got in the cup and then got injured. I've missed her for the last game, but she's almost back. But I will miss her for this next game coming up. So it's not like it's the end of the world, since we've got plenty of players that can play in her position. But the last game we had was a 4-0 victory against Bostanos SK, and Branson scored us at the first few minutes, and then Larson got a 17 minute hat trick to ensure we were 4-0 up at half time. We didn't concede a goal in the league, and it now means we've actually kept clean sheets in our last 4 league matches, which is great. The fact we're getting better defensively is promising, to say the least, and now we're in August. The league is looking very good for us. And as things stand, we are currently in second place, still goal difference behind Jitex BK, who we take on today. And if we beat them, we go top of the table outright, which is great for our point of view. I do think that we can probably draw and get away with it. We are 4 points clear of second place, 5 points clear of fourth. So it's not like we're in a bad position. And the fact we've won 7 in a row in the league now, and if we win, it would be 8 in a row, is very good. I'm just happy that the tactic that I knew could work is starting to bear fruit, and we can potentially get some very good results. The fact that today is the day we are taking on our opponents, and we're going to their place, so it's not like we are hosting them. We have to go to their place if we are going to take on top of the table and be 3 points clear after the halfway stage. So it's actually the perfect time to do this. Halfway through the season, go top, and we'll look like we're in firm control. 13 games after that as well would be brilliant stuff. And youth intake should be arriving soon. In fact, 46 days to go for that. So it'll be arriving in late September. It even tells me the date, the 26th of September. And we've actually got our cup game, which means we'll have to play Djurgårdens if we are to get into the Swedish Cup. We're not going to get into the Swedish Cup group stage, are we? Just with that opponent alone. If we manage to beat Djurgårdens, that's a shocker. But after this game, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games before the youth intake arrives. And actually, we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games before the end of the season. So this could not have been timed any better as far as I'm concerned. And our opponent today is our 4th to last opponent. So potentially, if we play as well as we have been recently, we could end the season champions, and we could win it by the end of October, so who knows? It would be nice to do that, but also I do want revenge on Team TGFF and BK Hacken's B team because they're the two teams that beat me. I always want payback. And also the team that drew against us, they were in third. If we could beat them en route as well in one of the last couple of games, even better. I am petty like that. I like to beat every single team in the league. That being said, this is our team for the evening. It is literally the evening game as well. And it's Bran, Volsturm, Becker, Solan, Mietunen, Ik, Nygram, Westbum, Brandström, Larsen, Goldman. Yes, Goldman is my striker in this period. I'm not concerned at all. We actually gave some new contracts to some other players as well. I should probably mention this. So Brand has got a 2-year contract now. Volstrom's got another year-long contract. Becker, I don't think I gave a new contract, but she's with us until another 2 years. So long we already told about before. We gave her a contract before the last time out. But Mietunen has got a new 2-year contract, being paid £290 a week. She is a decent player for the top flight, which is not bad at all. I think it was Agnes Brandstrom. Yeah, I think I gave Agnes a 2-year contract as well. She's 23. She can get better, close to her full potential. And with some of the players we got there on 2-year deals, I'm no longer concerned about the situation. Yes, Goldman's only got 1 year on her current contract, but honestly, I am going to try and make it that she is with us in the first team when we win the Champions League. That is the dream for me. Another 10 years of Goldman would be lovely stuff. I mentioned that Nicole Robertson hasn't signed a new contract. She turned me down. She was about £300 a week. I don't think I can do it right now. In fact, I'm actually overspending my wage budget, so that's not ideal. But that being said, let's take on our pose today and try and make sure we finish today the video top of the table, because that's the dream. That is the dream. The biggest game of the season so far. And I think if we win, it'd be perfect from our point of view. We really am excited for the situation we have presented before us. To go top of the table after the halfway point would be great. It will show our intent and also help our case of getting promoted as champions. I'd like to have a trophy in my first year at this club as well, as I want to help this team become the most dominant team in Europe again. And as things start, I'm actually a little surprised how small the stadium looks. I know it's a lower league team, but even so, maybe I'm just overestimating how big this team would be or how impressive their team is because of how well they started. But at the same time, I thought we would do more of this. But we've actually had a lot of good chances. Apparently a really good chance that I just didn't see. Clearly it wasn't a highlight though, because it didn't go our way, but it's fine. We can just win this either way. Okay, so having a chance to do something in this situation. I'm hopeful we can get this away, but they keep the ball in their position. This is the first time I've really seen our team not be brilliant, but I also realize this is the biggest game of the season so far in terms of the league, given that we're both fighting for the championship as things stand. And that's an amazing save. I don't know how she's got there. It's probably not her doing, but they should have scored 100%. I'm actually going to look at the match momentum. That's the first time I've really had much momentum, but we've actually not been great in terms of the possession side of things right now. Maybe I'd go cautious, because I have done cautious in the past, mentality-wise. Alright, so not particularly great. And 0-0 so far. I've only really seen 1 or 2 highlights, but the big chance they had, they should have taken. I'm actually going to go back to balance after this. And I'm actually going to say, I'm not happy. I need you to do better, please. I know you have the ability to make a difference here. Please do me a favor and show why I'm putting my faith in you today. As we go to balance. Apparently we're keeping the ball nicely, but we're not really having the chance that I'm hoping we can get. There's one chance I've not seen that apparently was really good for the XG, but the fact I didn't see it because it apparently wasn't a key highlight is very strange to me. As we have a chance potentially off the bat. Played across. She's gone for goal. Oh, okay, we just scored. Cool. Resburn has scored the opening goal of the game. That's 2 in 3 for her now. And that came out of nowhere. Okay. It was so lackadaisical just how little I was expecting this. I thought to myself, oh, she's just going to display the cross. or she's gone for goal. It's been saved, and then Westman's there to just pick up the pieces and get the rebound in. 1-0 inside the first 30-odd seconds in the second half. So to Jitex highlight, I'm not sure I'm keen on this, but if we hit them on the counter, this would be amazing. Balance can actually allow you to do that, the mentality. But I'm looking at this, that's a chance for them. And it's a goal. Okay, they've equalised. A first goal conceded in the league in 4 matches. It's not ideal. Apparently it's a really good goal too, but not ideal as far as I'm concerned. So, can we avoid this in the future? It is quite a good move, to be honest with you. I am just wishing the keeper did better there. That looks a bit lackadaisical from the goalkeeper, I'm sorry. They actually now have more possession than us as well. So I actually will go back to cautious. So we've gone back to cautious. We've got a goal kick to defend, or at least start off. And we actually go in the wings, which I know some people are questioning that decision, potentially, but here's Goldman, Isabel Goldman, chance to get a first goal to the hat-trick. We've literally hit her on the break. All right, cool. First league goal, since she got a hat-trick, and we are back in front. Perfect. Really good stuff. And honestly, I'm not complaining. Cassandra Larson, really good ball to Isabel Goldman, and that is what we needed. And the keeper did well to close that in the area, but as long as she was able to control away and get past her, we'll score in 100%. They got a highlight now. And I'm really hopeful we can keep this going. The fact we're keeping it defensively solid, I like to think. And that's... I don't mind those shots, because if they're not likely to go in. But as long as we keep those shots being the ones that they can go for, then great. Ladies and gentlemen, we've won, and we're now top of the table. There was a little bug here, which goes the hours the wrong way round, but we win, and we're ending halfway through the season, top of the table. Also, I acknowledge that some people are going to be surprised at the fact I went cautious here. I find going cautious in these bigger games away from home actually is a good thing to do sometimes. Sometimes I just stay the balance to cautious. I don't really like to go higher than positive if I can, unless I really, really need a goal. Then I just go very attacking like for a last gasp winner. Sometimes it comes back to bite me, sometimes it doesn't. But 8 wins in a row after that victory, I can't complain. I love the fact I'm still can request a new contract, but 8 in a row. That's a great record to have. And what I'm going to do as a result of looking at this table is end this here. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves. I hope you guys will like and share this video, and that you subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out a lot. But anyway, until next time, goodbye, and well, good night.